In this lab, we will have you work with a program called ALEKS. ALEKS is a very effective program for helping people learn mathematics. However, it may work differently than you are used to. Please pay close attention to how ALEKS works and how we will use it. The basic idea is that you will work on topics, take an assessment in the lab that indicates what you have learned and retained, continue to work on new topics and old topics you did not demonstrate that you had retained, take another assessment, and so forth, until you have shown you've learned a sufficient number of topics. In a more traditional setting, you do homework, turn it in, and then take an exam. In this lab, you'll work on ALEKS in learning mode, get it graded immediately, and then take an assessment. In a traditional setting, once an exam is done, you move on to new material even if you didn't learn the material that was on the previous exam. In this lab, you have to learn the material before you can continue going on. That is, if you do the problems right on the homework and miss them on the assessment, you have to redo those problems. In any class, even if you make hundreds on all of the homework, you will likely not get 100 on the exam. That's normal and expected. That is, being able to do something once with help, like you have when you're doing homework, is not the same as having learned something. You've learned something when you are able to get it correct repeatedly with no help. In this lab, you have to be able to do the math repeatedly with no help to demonstrate that you know it. Getting a question right one time, even on an exam, is not enough. This means that you really need to focus on understanding as you work through the material initially, rather than just working as fast as you can. If you work through a topic and truly learn it, you may be done with it for the rest of the course. That is, you may not have to redo that topic. If you work quickly and don't learn what you're doing, you will have to repeatedly redo certain topics.